town.
I say get up, get down.
There's a people's movement in this town.
Excellent.
Fight back.
They say cut back.
We say fight back.
I'm glad to be here with you today, but I'm very sad about the reason we are here. I am chairman of the Northern Ireland Labour Party. I also work nearly full time as a volunteer with Caroline Wheeler in the Unite the Community. And I'm going to tell you some truth here, folks. I was born with the NHS. I'm a hardened man, or I thought I was. But what I've seen over the past number of weeks in my community, you know, there's days I go home crying. I'm not ashamed to say it, men don't cry. But have you seen what I did and what I'm witnessing, you would. Of course, we've all heard about sleeping rough, they call them. Rough sleepers. They're homeless people driven to the streets by poverty. We all know about what goes on in Belfast, what goes on in cities, and that's only naturally because people can't conceal themselves from being so deprived. But going into rural communities and going into the countryside, universal credit is destroying the embers of our society. We have some lucky enough where mommy and brother and sisters and uncles and family can help them, stop them from going to the streets. But I'm going to tell you something has returned to the rural community. Back decades and decades ago, it was referred to as a tramp slept in our hay shed last night. I never seen that tramp. You know, he wanted to get out of sight. He was up early in the morning, but at least he had the comfort of the hay shed to sleep in. That isn't there today. But there are people sleeping in outhouses. And there are people then, especially pensioners, getting on the bus and coming up to Belfast and places like this to beg for food to eat. Some of them initially are afraid and ashamed to go to the food banks. That's the position we're in. These are people who want to hold on to their pride, who want to hold on to their dignity at all cost, but they are being broken bit by bit. Universal credit was rocket fuel doused on the fibres of our society, and it was voted for in Stormont by the Green and Orange Tories. Yes, fellow comrades, listen to this. Be very careful when you call for a return to Stormont, or you could get what you asked for. God damn them, Sinn Féin, DUP and Alliance. They voted for this. They're Green and Orange Tories, and there's milky ones there too. Working class people, I'm saying to you, I know it's a Labour Party quip, but by God it's appropriate. We are the many. They are the few. Now, we many, we're not born Catholic, we're not born Protestant, we're not born this religion, that religion, or the other. No, we're brought up. We're trained this way. In the name of God, we're trained to hate. We don't vote politically. We vote sectarian. And as long as we do that, we, the fat cats we're talking about, they're happy. They see us as their livestock. That's how they see us. We're to make them money. They have the saddle on our backs all the time. But if we unite and stand together and remember, it's not in your DNA to hate a fellow Catholic or a fellow Protestant. That is bullshit. And excuse my language, but that's deeply ingrained in people here, and that's what we've got to rub out. I'm asking the people the next time they go to vote, think politically. Think smart. Don't be a fool tool for your masters, because at the top, they're not divided. Sinn Féin, DUP and Alliance. Don't let them lead you astray. The same as the Tories, they don't give a damn about the working class. They'll pit us against one another if they need to. See the next election coming up, the naked sectarianism that'll come out of the cupboard. I'm going to finish by saying this to you. I know there's a law against dogfighting, badger baiting, etc., because it's cruel. Well, beating baiting is really, really cruel. And that's what they're doing with the working class people. You know, build them a different steeple. Tell them how to love their God better than the other man's. Put them into certain schools, segregate them, put them into certain estates, divide them. Fill them full of hatred. Come on, dear people. Look towards one another. We're working class people. We all suffer the one pain. So come together, vote smart, vote wise, don't vote sectarian, and we can end this pain if we act smart. We have the power if we use it. Remember, we are the many, they are the few. And I want to thank Unite the Community for organising this. Thank you, comrades.